Okay, we are now on the record for Tuesday morning, September 14, 2021 criminal docket. I will take quick announcements first. Attorney David Gorena.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 23 on your docket.
Okay, CR 20-10379-I, State of Texas versus Cecilia Collins. And is Ms. Collins present?
She is, Your Honor, and she needs the services of an interpreter.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, the case before the court this morning is a resisting arrest. She has a companion case, which is a DWI scheduled for October 28th. She was just arraigned, I believe, late last month on that case, and we were given October 28th. We're asking the court to set this case for the same date so we can try to get something done. I believe there's also a felony that's in intake that has not been indicted yet.
Okay, so can the state check if the felony is still at intake, please?
Yes, Judge, that's correct. It's still pending at intake.
Okay. On the DWI, was she ordered to have an alcohol monitoring device, Mr. Gorena?
She was.
Okay. And Ms. Castaneda, can you please ask Ms. Collins if she obtained her device?
Ms. Collins, ¿agarró usted su dispositivo de alcohol?
Así es, sí.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are you showing any reports for her yet?
Judge, I'm showing a report from Lifesaver. She has her mobile device. Report dated July 28th of 2021 to August 25th of 2021. She had 10 late tests, 11 skip tests, and she had an alcohol reading on August the 16th at 11:52 p.m. of a 0.032.
Ms. Castaneda, please let her know that we have received a report, and for that time, she had 10 late tests, 11 skipped tests, and a positive alcohol reading.
Ms. Collins, recibimos el reporte de su dispositivo y hasta ahorita tiene 10 pruebas tardes, 11 pasadas y una con una lectura de alcohol de 0.032.
Tell her that this is her first and final warning. The next time I will consider revoking her bond.
Esta es su primera advertencia. La próxima vez puedo revocar su probation, su bond.
Entendido.
I understand.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll reset this case for October the 28th at 9:30. And at which time I'll pull another report for her, Mr. Gorena.
I'll discuss this with her before then, Judge. Obviously, the report is not good, so I'll inform her about that.
Okay,
Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
you certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Stay safe.
Thank you. Attorney Al Alvarez?
Good morning, all. For the record, Al Alvarez. I'm here on number 34 and number 35 on the court's docket. This is our first status date from a transfer. We're just asking for a jury trial in these cases. And my client is here, Your Honor.
Okay, that's CR 1909899-I and CR 1911473-I, State of Texas versus Raymond Garcia. Okay, so then you'll be requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then what we'll do, since this is he's not on any type of device and it's a POM, I'm gonna
Correct.
go ahead and set him out until, let me see, February the 22nd.
Yes,
And at
ma'am.
which time I hope that I'll be able to give you some jury trial and trial setting, the pre-trial and trial dates at that time. And that's at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Judge, if I may, just for the record, this defendant is PTD eligible.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
That's all we have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Stay
Okay,
safe.
likewise. Attorney Mauricio Martinez?
Morning, Judge. I've got number 43 on your docket this morning.
Okay. That's CR 141489-I, State of Texas versus Rebecca Hernandez. Is Ms. Hernandez present?
I have her on my second screen, Judge. Her phone is labeled as Rebecca.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, she's got a companion felony case, not out of the same transaction. They're not related, but it was a felony case last time. We have worked out the felony with the felony prosecutors. They need to come up with some restitution, and then that case will be dismissed. This case, obviously, on your docket is it's a little bit old. My understanding from speaking of to my client and then speaking here in the office is prior to COVID lockdown starting back in 2019. There were some rumors that there was going to be an AMP. I don't think that ever got done because that was the point in time when everything kind of shut down. And then the cases have been manually and administratively reset up until the last time you and I had a setting in this court, Judge.
Okay. Now, who's the alleged victim in this?
Her husband's ex-wife.
Okay. And has the state had any contact with her?
No, Judge, we have not made any contact with her. It is an older case. We have asked our investigator to try to reach her, so that's what we're currently in the process of doing, but we have not made any contact with her.
Okay. Since this will be taken care of separately from the felony, is that correct?
Correct. The felonies worked out with the felony prosecutors. That was a state jail food stamps case, Judge.
Okay. So then how much time does the state need in order to try to get in touch with the alleged victim so we can push this case?
No more than 30 days, Judge, just to do our due diligence.
Okay. Okay, October 19th. At 9:30.
And we'll be present.
Okay. All right. Well, then you may be excused.
Thank you again, Judge. Y'all stay safe.
Ms. Castaneda, can you please let Ms. Collins know that she is excused and she can remove herself?
Ms. Collins, ¿se puede retirar?
Oh, perfecto, gracias.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Rico, Marcelino Rico, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you need to remove your cap, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
All right, Attorney Vanessa Flores.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on that case. It's number 58 and 59 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Marcelino Rico. That's CR 17-06251I and CR 19-11280I. Your Honor, I have been in contact with your court prior to today's hearing. Mr. Rico, I was appointed to Mr. Rico in order to, I guess, finalize his cases. I was not the original attorney on record. Since then, Your Honor, the state had offered upon completion or upon full payment of restitution, they were going to dismiss, I believe it was a motion pending in CR 17-06257I, as well as the burglary charge, if I'm not mistaken. I had discussed that with Mr. Rico, Your Honor. I know that he has been in contact with the court. Apparently, I believe he has an issue with my representation. He had asked prior to that I be removed. I let Mr. Rivera know about that. Really, Judge, I guess he's asking for, I don't know what else to explain to him. That's what the agreement was. It was supposed to be paid by August 5th. The court has allowed for him to continue payments. And so at this time, Your Honor, I believe that he's made one other $500 payment to probation, but it still has not been paid in full.
Okay. All right. Mr. Rico, okay, well, before we get to him, what is the full amount that is owed in restitution?
Your Honor, that is currently still owed, or?
What was the total amount that was to be paid?
Give me
I
one
believe
second.
it was $1,541.87.
Okay, and how much has he paid?
Your Honor, I believe he's paid about 1,000.
Judge, if I may, Connie with probation, he has a balance in restitution of $1,043.87.
Okay. So he's only made one payment then? Okay. Mr. Rico, can you unmute yourself? There's a little microphone at the bottom.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
First of all, are you still asking for Ms. Flores to no longer represent you?
No, I never told her to be removed. No. No.
Okay. Sometimes we don't always get the advice that we are looking for, but we have to get the advice that the law is, I guess that whatever the law is, that's the advice that you're going to get from your attorney. It might
Yes.
not be what we like, but that's what the law says. And in order for these cases to be dismissed against you, you have to finish paying the restitution. Right now, you have a balance of $1,043.87. So I understand you might be on a fixed income. So, I gave you until August the 5th. Now you made one payment. Now, when are you going to be able to make more payments?
Ma'am, I only get $375 of disability a month, and I guess I do want to pay it. I don't have to pay it, but I don't know if the court can permit me to pay $100 a month. I don't know if it's possible or not, but that's about the only way I can do it.
Okay, how did we get to the restitution amount?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm asking the state. It's okay. How
Your
did
Honor,
we get to the restitution?
This was a theft of property. I'm sorry, this is Vanessa Flores, not on behalf of the state, but there was a theft of property back in 2017. At that point, he had been placed on probation, Your Honor, and had been ordered that amount of restitution. When they filed, I believe, a motion to revoke probation, which is the last motion on file, there was still that amount pending in restitution. Which is what the state has as far as their file is concerned, because I know the original case had been disposed of some time back.
Okay. So then you have him on a fixed income of approximately, less than $400. And this restitution balance is $1,043.87. I mean, the math.
And the only reason we had come to that agreement with the state was because Mr. Rico at that time had indicated that he would be able to make that payment or make full payment on that restitution.
Okay. No, I'm just saying that now in the situation, was he earning the same amount of money back then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So Mr. Rico, at the time that you had the restitution was calculated and you were asked, you testified that you could pay it. You were earning the same amount at that time as you are now. I can't continue a case for 10 months. The thing is that when you were originally placed on this, had you been making the payments the way that you should, you would have already finished by now, but you didn't for whatever reason. Okay, I don't know why. So, but now you need to start making those payments.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I mean, is that the most that you can do? Is that the only source of income? Is there anybody, do you have any children that can help you? Anything like that?
Well, the last time when I agreed that I said that I could pay the whole amount, I had talked to my children and they had agreed to help me, but at the very end, they just backed out. I don't know, they got their spouses or whatever reason, and that's why I didn't do it. But that's I don't know. I just don't know what to do.
Okay, I'm gonna have you come back on December the 14th, and I need to see consistent payments between now and then.
Yes, ma'am.
Consistent.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's see where we're at. Ms. Flores, it'll be up to you if you want to remain on the case or not. And if you don't want to or don't feel comfortable, just go ahead and file your motion to withdraw.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay? All right. Anything else?
That's all I have this morning.
Okay, then you both may be excused.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Judge.
Okay, Mr. Parson?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 25 and 26 on your docket. Brandy Diaz.
Okay. CR 20-05084-I, CR 20-05083-I, State of Texas versus Brandy Diaz. Ms. Diaz, are you present?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Ms. Diaz is PTD eligible. Unfortunately, she's in Wisconsin now. She's a migrant worker. She anticipates being present back in the Valley on the 16th so that we can meet to complete the pretrial diversion packet. We're just asking the court consider giving us more time for her to complete that packet and to submit it for consideration, Your Honor.
Okay, so as in the 16th, like in this Thursday?
I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. November the 4th at 9:30. Between now and then, that packet needs to be submitted so that it can be under review. And I'm giving
Yes.
it enough time so that it can be, hopefully you'll have an answer by that time.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. That's all I have today with Ms. Diaz. May we be excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Melisandra Mendoza.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Melisandra Mendoza on behalf of Ms. Miranda Bullington, Judge. She is number 14 in your docket, Judge, and she is present at this time.
CR 20-250-3-I, State of Texas versus Miranda Bullington. Ms. Bullington, please announce yourself.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we just need a little bit of time. If we could have a reset maybe for 30 days. We have come to an agreement with the state, Your Honor, on a possible resolution regarding this case. And this would be regarding a class that Ms. Bullington would take with a clean UA. And that would be a consideration for a dismissal on behalf of the state, which with the court's permission would, if the court would approve, could be handled administratively so that we wouldn't have to, take a space in your docket. So that's the reason for the reason, Your Honor.
Okay, and so how much time do you need to get all of that done?
I would respectfully request 30 days, Judge. If it's not disposed of in 30 days, then we can go ahead and have a hearing. We just need to provide the list to Ms. Bullington regarding the classes or the class so that she may be able to accommodate that. And right now with COVID, we want to make sure that whatever work she may have, that's not jeopardized, Judge. So I just want to give her enough time to be able to give us the certificate so that we can go ahead and submit it to the state. And then again, give her the opportunity to be able to set up the UA so we can get the letter and she can go over to probation.
Okay, October 19th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this concludes my business before this honorable court. Ms. Bullington and myself be excused.
Yes, you may.
Thank you. You stay safe and everyone else on the screen as well and your families, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Rudy Morales III.
Good morning, Your Honor. My client's on page 45. I represent Ms. Nancy Linares.
You mean she's number 45?
She's number 45, Your Honor, and she's
Okay.
present in my office.
Okay, CR 21-07673-I, State of Texas versus Nancy Linares. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this case, the ADA has offered PTD. I have received the packet. I just need more time to review it with my client to submit it, Your Honor.
Okay. So that'll be November 4th at 9:30. Between now and then, that packet needs to be submitted and be under review.
Yes, Your Honor. That's all I have before the court. May we be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Be safe, Your Honor.
Likewise. Okay, Jonathan?
Good morning, Your Honor. John Almanza, regarding number 50 and 51 in your docket, Marcos Ruiz Moreno.
Okay, he also has number 49.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, 49 and 50, Your Honor. I apologize.
Okay, so it's CR 21-04586-I, CR 19-07733-I, State of Texas versus Marcos Moreno. Is Mr. Moreno present?
Yes, Your Honor. He is present.
Mr. Moreno, will you announce yourself, please?
I'm sorry. He's
Where do
there.
you see him on the screen, sir?
Yeah, I was texting him to turn on his camera, Your Honor. This is his first time using Zoom. He usually comes into my office, but he didn't have a ride today, so let me.
What is he under?
He's under Marcos Moreno.
Let's see.
He's coming up on my end, Your Honor, but his camera.
Oh, you know what? He doesn't have, he's not connected to audio.
Oh, he just called in.
No, he didn't connect his device to audio. He only has it connected to video.
Okay.
So he's not going to be able to hear you, but hold on. Ms. Soto, well, does Mr. Moreno have a device? He
Yes,
should.
Judge.
He does.
Yes, Judge, he has his device with sober since, Judge, and he did have a violation, Judge.
Okay, yeah, so you'll need to call him that he needs to connect to audio because I do need to admonish him.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Carlos Garcia?
Hi, good morning, Judge. I am number 48 on the docket, and I'm here representing Azalia Cuellar Martinez.
Okay, CR 21-05406-I. Is Ms. Martinez present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, we're pending some blood results. The state was going to get back to us on whether or not additional charges are going to be filed.
Okay, did you all get those results, the state?
No, Judge, I followed up this morning with Mission PD. They haven't received the blood results yet. If they're requesting just 2 more weeks to get that into us.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, the earliest I have is October 19th at 9:30.
That's fine with us, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll have her come back at that time.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Almanza, did he turn on his camera? I mean, his audio?
Yes, Your Honor. He got his camera on. I'm not sure if his audio is working or not.
Yeah, he's still not connected to audio.
Okay, I'll call him and tell him to log off, Your Honor, and just log right back on.
Yes, okay. Attorney Melissa Montes?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 5 on the criminal docket, Lorenzo Aranda.
Okay, CR 20-05786-I. Is Mr. Aranda present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we are going to be applying for the DWI court, and all the paperwork is ready to be submitted, Judge. So we just need some more time.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Aranda?
Judge, he has his analog device with Lifesaver, and for the past month, there were no violations.
Okay, so then you'll be submitting that and you just need to get an answer from them. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and come back on October the 19th at 9:30 and we'll see if you get an answer.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be
Okay,
excused?
Mr. Aranda, I need a phone number for you, please.
956-532-4764.
Okay, sir. Thank you. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Attorney Patty Palacios Love.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 47 on the court's docket, Trinidad Lumbreras. That's CR 02683.
Okay, and is Mr. Lumbreras present?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm present.
Oh, okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor? Oh, you're on mute, Ms. Love.
We do have an offer from the state. I have relayed that offer to my client. It's my understanding that the victim does not want to go forward in this case. But I don't know if an affidavit of non-prosecution has been filed, Your Honor, at this time. So I'm asking for a reset so I can get with my client. I was hoping to do that this morning when I thought he was going to come in here.
Okay, Ms. Guarenia, do you have an A&P on file, or Mr. Nguyen?
No, Judge, and no A&P is on file. The victim does not want to pursue with the charges, but the state is wanting to move forward with the prosecution on this case due to the facts and the injuries in it.
Okay. So Ms. Love, you want an opportunity to discuss that with Mr. Lumbreras?
Yes, please.
Okay, how much time do you need?
Your Honor, I need at least 3 weeks.
Okay, October 19th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further. Have a great day.
Okay, you both may be excused.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Attorney Lucy Regalado?
Morning, Your Honor. I have Samuel Perez. He is number 52 on the court's docket.
CR 21-05826-I, is Mr. Bettis present?
He is not present, Judge. This is a case where we came back on a request for bond reduction several times. He was finally able to post bond on July the 2nd. However, we have not had contact with him since then, and the numbers that I have don't work. So I assume that the state will be asking for an ISI, but this is a case where there was the victim has attempted to file an affidavit of non-prosecution but doesn't have identification and has been turned away from the DA's office.
You all don't have another alternative in those situations?
Judge, I believe in this case, let me verify, she was a victim. No, she did not show for the appointment for the affidavit of non-prosecution.
I know that she had gone several times, Judge, previously. So if she missed one appointment, that was one of at least 3 times that she went to their office. In any event, I don't have contact with him and he's not present today, Judge.
Okay, so did he have notice of today's hearing?
He did I did look up the bond and there was the hearing date on the bond. However, he would not have had the Zoom information.
Okay. No, but usually when they don't, they show up to the court and we have, then, when they do show up there, they'll usually report to the clerk's office. So, look, I'll give you an opportunity because that is kind of iffy as to whether he did get notice or not notice. I'll give you an opportunity to try to contact him. I don't know, do you have an address for him?
I do, Judge, so I'll send him a notice. And I do have a family member's number that I did leave a message at, but I have not heard back.
Okay, I'll give you an opportunity to send him notice. And I'm gonna put you for November the 16th. That gives you plenty of time to try to get a hold of him.
Yes, Judge.
And also see if you can get a hold of the alleged victim so she can go in and sign.
Judge, I think the problem is that she doesn't have an identification. We'll make every effort that we can, but
I think they may have an alternative method, but she needs to show up.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
And again, that was for November the 16th?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have this morning, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Mr. Almanza, your client. Let me see.
Your Honor, he's logged in about 3 times, and every time he tries to connect his audio, it says it fails. I'm having him do it again right now, but he's got to, but every time I see it connecting audio and then it just, an X comes out. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to guide him through it.
it failed again. He's
Yeah.
trying right now.
You see it?
Well, then I lost him.
See right now it says, I see it on my end where it says connect
Okay.
to audio.
I see that he's trying to connect to audio as well.
I think he has an older phone. I think that's kind of, that may be the issue. He has a,
Well, I need for him to connect to audio or be somewhere where he can hear me because he does have violations, so I need to admonish him.
no.
Are you having clients go into your office?
Yes, Your Honor. And he actually, the last two hearings, he usually comes into my office. This was the one time where he didn't have a ride, so he had to do it from his home. He doesn't have a vehicle right now. So that was it. And I was concerned that we were going to have issues because he's a little older and not able to kind of figure out technology very well. But yeah, I understand, Your Honor. I said I'll keep working with him right now to try to get it on.
Well, I don't want you to be spending all your time just in my court trying to get him connected. I'll give you a very short reset date so he can make arrangements, because since he has violations, I do need to try to get him in to admonish him. We'll do September 30th at 9:30.
Perfect, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I just want to put something on the record, Your Honor.
Sure, let me recall the case then. Hold on. That's, what number were you? Okay, there it is. Okay, then on CR 21-04586-I and CR 19-07733-I. Okay, what's your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. All fees have been paid, and his application was denied, Your Honor. There's and it's a weird reason, Your Honor. There was a 1991 public intoxication arrest that's coming up in his record. There's no case number. There's no disposition of the case. The last few months, my client and I have both went to McAllen Municipal Court to try to get these records. Even on the TLITs, the background check, when the PTD or the DWI administration ran it, it's just coming out as an arrest with no disposition. So I've already talked to the state about seeing if we can get with the court to get a disposition. When I've called, McAllen Municipal Court has no record of the case. And so that's preventing him from entering the program, Your Honor. But I've already talked to Gabby about it, and we're going to try to get those records and hopefully figure out a resolution.
Okay, well, for now, then we'll just do a short reset to September 30th at 9:30 so that I can admonish him on the record about his violations.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, hopefully he has a ride on that day.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, if you can get a hold of him, let him know he's excused.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Attorney Alejandro Munoz.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, I have number 37, Jesus Gastelum. I'm not sure if he's on the screen. We did talk to him this morning and gave him the ID.
Okay. Jesus Gastelum?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Okay, he's present. So that's CR 20-0297-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this is going to be an ADR. He needs to do a theft class. I believe he already did it. And the only issue he had was when they ran his background check, he had 2 outstanding tickets that he has to pay off, Judge. Once he pays those off, I believe the case will be dismissed.
Okay, do you know what the total is?
I believe it's around 150 each one, or 180.
Okay, so less than 400 for both.
Yes,
Yes, it's 180 for each ticket, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Gastelum, how much time do you need to get those tickets paid, sir?
I would say about like a month or 2.
Okay, are you working?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna order you to meet with our employment specialist, Ms. Trejo. And you are to meet with her or contact her within 48 hours. And let me have a phone number for you.
737-300-5964.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you come back on October the 19th at 9:30 to see if you were able to get a job and also able to start paying on these tickets.
Okay.
Okay, so, Ms. Soto may be getting in touch with you later today to just give you the information for Ms. Trejo.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? Okay, then we'll see you then, Mr. Munoz.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I'm also standing in for Jorge Munoz.
Okay?
Number 18, 19, and 20, John Garazzola.
Okay, Mr. Vesta, you are excused. Okay, so that's CR 20-07134-I, CR 20-07132-I, CR 20-07133-I, State of Texas versus John Garazzola. Is Mr. Garazzola present?
He is, Judge.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay,
Judge, Mr. Munoz is asking for a little more time. Judge, I believe he's going to try to work the case out with the state.
okay. And how much time is he requesting?
30 days, Judge?
Okay. Go ahead and have him email the state to ask for a recommendation.
Yes, Judge.
And then I'm gonna give him until November the 16th. And at which time that should be feasibly enough time to decide what they're gonna be doing on this case.
Yes, Judge.
So you'll come back on November the 16th at 9:30. And make sure you stay in close contact with your attorney. He may have an offer for you to review, okay? Anything else?
Judge, Mr. Munoz also has number 60, Judge. Isaiah
Okay.
Rivera.
Okay, Mr. Carazzola, you are excused. I'm sorry, what number did you say?
Thank you.
Number 60, Judge.
CR 20-05817-I, State of Texas versus Isaias Rivera. Is Mr. Rivera present?
He is, Judge.
Mr. Rivera, announce yourself.
I believe he's on mute, Judge. He's here at the office.
Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. That's fine. I see him. All right. And then what's your announcement?
Judge, Mr. Munoz is asking for a little more time, Judge. He's waiting for a rec from the state.
Okay. He needs to email the state for the rec, please.
Yes, Judge.
And then he can come back on that one as well on November the 16th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning.
Okay, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Arredondo?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Judge, I have 3 cases, Your Honor. I'll start with my client is Ronaldo Segoviano, number 61 and 62 on your docket, Judge.
CR 21-02367-I, CR 21-02366-I, State of Texas versus Ronaldo Segoviano. Is Mr. Segoviano present?
He's present on Zoom,
Yes,
Judge.
Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I spoke to the felony prosecutor on his related felony case, Judge. She advised me that by Friday she should have an answer if they're going to dismiss the felony, Judge.
Oh,
If
okay.
I can set him for a plea, Judge, maybe two weeks down the road.
Okay. I have the plea, I have September 28th and October the 5th.
October the 5th, Judge. I want to be ready by the next plea date.
Okay, so October 5th, then at 1:30.
That works, Judge. I also have Mr. Matthew Oliva, number 51 on your docket.
Okay, Mr. Segoviano, then we'll see you October 5th at 1:30. Stay in close contact with your attorney and we'll see you then, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, CR 18-04652-I, State of Texas versus Matthew Oliva. Is Mr. Oliva present?
Yes, Judge. He is present on Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Oliva, please announce yourself.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, last hearing, we announced that we were going to reach out to Ms. Melissa Lozano for reconsideration of the PTD. We did, Judge. Our client did pay some of the restitution to the DA's office, Judge. And we're here to follow up if there's any other restitution owed, or we are ready to proceed with Ms. Lozano.
Okay. Does the state have it showing any other restitution pending?
Can you verify, Judge? So we show that there was no out-of-pocket expense, Judge, for the victim. Her insurance took care of everything. So there's no other restitution pending.
Okay, so Mr. Arredondo, there's no other restitution pending.
Okay, Judge, we'll go ahead and reach out to Ms. Melissa Lozano now that that has been taken care of, Judge.
Okay, how much time are you requesting?
We'll reach out to her by the end of next week, Judge. I don't know how long she's taking to reconsider. Maybe 3 to 4 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay, is Ms. Lozano in the office or is she already on maternity leave?
She's already on leave, Judge. The interim chief, Juan Arevalo, is with our office. Also, Michael Garza is the new first assistant as well.
Okay, so you'll need to speak to Mr. Arevalo or Mr. Garza, Mr. Arredondo.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay, come back on October the 19th and let's see if they've given you an answer by then. At
Sounds good.
9:30. Ms. Soto, are you showing a device for Mr. Oliva?
Judge, he has his analog device with Lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay.
Your Honor, and I have one final client, Judge.
Okay,
That is number 42 on your docket, Diego Gutierrez.
okay, Mr. Oliva, you are excused. CR 1909201-I, State of Texas versus Diego Gutierrez. Okay, and is Mr. Gutierrez present?
He is not, Judge. We have no communication with him. We sent out 2 letters, Judge, and no response from Mr. Gutierrez.
Have those letters been returned?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then we'll call him at the end of the docket, and if he doesn't respond, we'll have to sign him.
Okay, Your Honor. And that's all I have for today, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Judge, have yourself a great day.
Thank you. Attorney Daniel Ramirez?
Good morning, Judge. Daniel Ramirez for Billy Joe Baez. He's number 9 on your docket, Judge.
Okay, CR 1909315-I, CR 210851-I, State of Texas versus Billy Joe Baez. Okay,
Yes, Judge. After a lot of waiting, we were able to get all the videos from the DA's office. And we reviewed them, and I reached out to one of your assistant DAs, and we're talking. There had been a previous recommendation made by previous assistant DA in County Court number 2. So we just need a little bit more time to review these recommendations and come back. I'm trying to see if we can resolve all the cases.
okay, so then you're gonna review the recs that have been sent. They've already been given to, he also has CR 210852-I and CR 210853-I. So the recommendation is going to be to try to resolve all 4 cases?
Well, I believe so. We got a recommendation on each one from
Okay,
before the case was transferred, and I've already expressed that to the district attorney's office that at least on the DWI cases, we can try to work with that, but we need more time to talk.
okay, so then do you want your next setting to be a status or for the plea docket?
I guess the status, I guess if we show up on status and prior to that time, the DA and I reached a plea agreement we can announce a plea on that day.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Baez's device?
Judge, he has his analog device with Lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay, all right, then we'll see you back here on October the 19th at 9:30.
Yes, Judge, if I may, Judge, I got notice a couple of days ago that I'm going to have a contested parent-child case It's a SAPSR on the 19th and the
Oh,
92nd. Could I have maybe the 20th or 21st or?
the
or
next
any
setting I
other day?
have for a status after that would be November 16th. Is that fine?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay. So it'll be November 16th then. Provided he continues with 0 violations. If he has any violations between now and then we'll let you know and then we'll bring him in sooner.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Baez, can I get a phone number for you just to make sure it's the same one we have?
956-508-2239.
Okay. All right, sir, continue the good work.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you then on November the 16th, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, good luck to
Thank you,
you.
Judge.
Thanks.
Attorney Sid Grihe?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 3 on your docket, Alfonso Rios, CR 20-00165I.
Okay, and is Mr. Rios present?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Rios, can you please announce yourself? Do you see him on the screen anywhere?
I see him logged on, but it seems his camera and his mic are turned off right now. Let me text him and tell him to.
Oh, there he is. Mr. Rios. Okay, there you go. Okay, can you unmute yourself, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Okay, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Grihe.
This case was set for a bench trial today. I believe the victim is a no-show.
Okay, what says the state?
Yes, Judge, that's correct. We have not been able to make contact with the victim. Her name is Cristina Rivera. At this time, Judge, the state is requesting just a short continuance just to see if we can get a hold of her.
Your Honor,
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
this is like our 5th or 6th reset, and I believe at the last time we had agreed that if there was no one here for the bench trial, that this case would be dismissed.
Okay, what is the victim's name?
Cristina Rivera, Judge.
I'm sorry, what was the first name?
Cristina?
Rivera?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Cristina Rivera. Mr. Damian, please call out that name 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Cristina Rivera. Cristina Rivera. Cristina Rivera.
Okay, that name has been called out 3 times. The victim is a no-show. What is the state requesting?
Judge, at this time, the state's requesting a short continuance.
Okay, that'll be denied. And so will you be fine? The court will be dismissing this matter against the state of Texas versus Alfonso Rios III. How much time do you need to get that dismissal filed?
That'll be filed today, Judge.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mr. Rios, that dismissal will be filed today and I'll look for it. And as soon as it is filed, I'll go ahead and sign off on it. I'm going to give a tickler of September the 24th, just so that I can keep up with it. Okay, Mr. Grihe?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, may we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Attorney Anthony Jalili?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 38 on the court docket this morning.
Okay. All right, who is Moto G Play 2021? Moto G Play 2021. I'm asking you to unmute. Sir, do you understand English? You.
Yo?
Sí, okay. Ms. Castaneda, tell him to be sitting up, not to be falling asleep, and not to be messing around with whatever that thing, he's got a thing he's been messing with. Just tell him to sit up and not to be falling asleep.
Por favor, siéntese derecho y no se esté durmiendo en la cámara.
He can have his camera off until it's his turn.
Puede apagar su cámara hasta que le llamen.
Ah, ok, ¿la apago?
No
Por favor.
tiene, just tell him he just needs to not be falling asleep.
No se duerma en la cámara con la cámara prendida.
Está bien.
It's fine.
Okay, Mr. Jalili, what number?
Number 38 on the course docket.
Okay, that's CR 21-06-861-I, State of Texas versus Arturo Gomez. Is Mr. Gomez present?
I don't see him present this morning, Your Honor. Our office has made or attempted to make contact at the last known address and phone numbers for Mr. Gomez, but we have not been able to do so.
Okay. So has he received any kind of notice of today's hearing?
I believe he may have received notice when he made bond, Your Honor, of today's
Okay.
hearing.
Yeah, they put the date on there. Okay, we'll give him till the end of the docket. If he doesn't show up, then we'll have to take a nice eye on him. Anything else?
I have nothing further before the court, may I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Derek Salinas, it's because I see that you have a reaction button, but the thumbs up goes away. That's why I tell him to use the hands, the raise your hand reaction
I
button.
understand, Judge. For whatever reason, my reactions, I've only got the hand clap and then the thumbs up.
Oh, you need to update your Zoom.
Yeah.
It's the version. We found that out the hard way with some people. Okay, what number do you have?
I'm on docket number 24, Your Honor. State of Texas versus Reynaldo de Leon.
Okay, and is Mr. De Leon present?
He is, Your Honor.
Mr. De Leon, please announce yourself. Reynaldo de Leon.
It looks like he's on mute, Judge, and he's Spanish speaking as well. Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask Mr. De Leon to unmute himself?
Reynaldo de León, por favor, prende su micrófono.
Sí, está prendido.
Yes, it's turned on.
Okay, so that's CR 21-04296-I. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this is our second status. We confirmed there's no video in this case. I've been speaking to the state regarding this matter. He's going to be applying for domestic violence court is what it looks like, Your Honor. So we're just asking for some time to submit that application and then some time for its review as well. I think maybe 60 days might be our request, Your Honor, just so it allows us some time to submit it and then time for its review as well.
Okay, November 16th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that he's going to return on November 16th at 9:30 and to stay in close contact with his attorney.
Mr. De León, su próxima corte es el 16 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana. Por favor, se mantiene en contacto con su abogado.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that's all we have before the court, Judge. May we both be excused?
Yes, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Okay. All right, Attorney Cesar Aguilar.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cesar
Good morning.
Aguilar. Good morning. On behalf of Diana Garcia, I have number 30 on the docket here.
Okay, that's CR 1806786-I, State of Texas versus Diana Garcia. Is Ms. Garcia present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm right here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
On this case, Your Honor, we received discovery from last time, and talking to my client, she would like to request a trial date, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything from the state?
Judge, we have not been able to make contact with the victim in this case. At this time, the state would be offering to have this case set up for a bench trial.
Okay, Mr. Aguilar, would you like to discuss that with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We can discuss that with my client.
Okay, so I'm not gonna tell her that she has, to waive her right, obviously, to a jury trial, but with them not being able to get a hold of the victim and them being willing to go forward with a bench trial, perhaps that's a disposition that you may want to discuss with Ms. Garcia. Okay, so
I think she's okay with the bench trial. From what I'm talking to her, last time I talked to her, I did mention the possibility of that, Your Honor. So.
And she's okay with it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then let's set this up for October 19th for a bench trial at 9:30.
I'm sorry, Judge, could you repeat the date, October 19th?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's it for this morning.
Okay, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Likewise, Attorney Santos Maldonado.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
represent Eleazar Campos, number 15, and he's here in my office. Can the court give me a moment so I can go to the lobby?
In the meantime, I'll call the case CR 20-02729-I, State of Texas versus Eleazar Campos.
Your Honor, my client doesn't need an interpreter if something-
necessary. Okay, what's your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, I was able to speak with my client this morning regarding a recommendation received by the state, and my client's willing to accept that. So if the court would just give us a short reset, I'm thinking like 2 weeks so we can get some paperwork signed and file with the court.
Okay, I have September 28th and October 5th for a plea.
Okay, October 5th is probably better.
Okay, October 5th at 1:30.
La corte de ustedes está para el 5 de octubre a la 1:30. I explained that in Spanish to him. already.
Okay, all right, anything else, counselor?
That's all I have. That's all I have. Thank you, Honor.
All right, you may be excused. Okay, Attorney Jose Osuna.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 5, number 8, and number 9, State of Texas versus Frank Anthony Garcia. I'll ask Mr. Garcia to unmute himself. It's CR 19-12585I, CR 21-01474I, and CR 21-02656I. Your Honor, I was informed this morning that Mr. Garcia, and I'm sorry, Mr. Garcia, can you acknowledge yourself to the court, please?
Okay, he's on mute. I see him though. Go ahead, counselor.
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
here.
Thank you, Frank. I was informed by the state just this morning that Mr. Garcia's mental health court application was denied. If the court would be inclined to give me 45 days, Your Honor, I know that I will have either a plea that's ready or a request for trial. These are difficult cases, which is why I'm asking for some time.
Okay,
Yes.
anything from the state?
Judge, regarding the victims in this case, I know in number 31, the victim, he does have a criminal charge that's pending, so we have not been able to reach him. Regarding the victim on number 32, we have no information from her and we have not been able to reach her. I did just offer to defense counsel if this number 32 could be possibly set regarding a bench trial, but we can continue staffing these cases to see how we can dispose of all 3 together.
Yeah. Was that by email, Ms. Guarania?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yes, Your Honor. I will continue to work diligently and staff these cases with the state. But for now, I'll just ask for time just because these are recent developments.
Okay, so
Yes, sure.
November 16th, is that enough time?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, November 16th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. May me and Mr. Garcia be excused?
You certainly may. Well,
Thank you.
Mr. Osuna, is anybody appearing on behalf of your office for Juliana Villa? I have the public defender's office on that one.
My understanding is that case was reset for a couple of weeks administratively, but I can double check. But
Okay, let me ask my staff.
yes, Your Honor.
On number 2 on the court's docket, do we have a reset date that was done administratively?
I'm looking that up. We do have November the 4th, Judge.
Okay, for that one? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Osuna, and what about for number 6, 7, and 8? Oh, wait, 6 is Mr. Rogelio Garza. Mr. Garza, on Eulogio Arquiva, ARCIVA, are you representing him on all 3 cases or just on one?
Your Honor, I believe at one time I represented him on all 3 of them.
And my announcement would take care of those 3 cases, Judge.
Oh, I see now why. Let me, I just didn't want to let you go, give me one moment. I didn't want to let you go, Mr. Osuna, until I made sure that all the cases with the public defender on it were addressed.
Yeah, sure. I should have prompted those. But yes, our records indicate that and I don't mind taking 7 and 8. These are easy dispositions for our office. But our understanding was that Mr. Rogelio was the attorney on all 3, but we'll defer to the court's wisdom, whatever the court wants to do.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and call CR 1909233-I, CR 1808075-I, and CR 1703995-I. Okay, Mr. Garza, you can proceed with your announcement.
Judge, this is a case where I represented him on these 3 cases and also on a felony with Judge Gonzalez 370th. And prior, I think it was late March, you were with your help, he was able to get out on bond, and he did call me, he was real happy. Then a week later, I get a call from his wife that he died in a fire. And that was sometime in April. Then the district attorney's office, public defenders, and also the prosecutor for the 370th wanted to know if I could get a death certificate. For 5 months, I couldn't do anything because I couldn't find his wife, Linda. However, 2 weeks ago, I made contact with her and I told her the situation and for her to go to the DA's office and present a death certificate, and that would take care of all the cases, or to send me a copy and I would do it. At this time, I don't know if she's done it, but I have not received a copy of the death certificate.
Okay, is the state showing that his wife dropped off the death certificate?
No, Judge, we have not received one in our office.
Okay,
Your Honor, if I may,
yes.
her phone number, her first name is Linda. Her number is 601-3414. And she doesn't have a problem if the DA would call, because she would call all the time, trying to check on her husband.
Okay, so what's the appropriate thing to do in this situation, Ms. Wadenia, Mr. Nguyen? Would you be contacting the wife to get the death certificate, or is defense counsel supposed to continue to do that?
Judge, in the past, it's been handled where the family provides it to the defense counsel, which then would provide it to the state.
Your Honor, I disagree with that, Judge, because number one, if I don't get the death certificate from the wife, then I have to ask for it through the state, and that costs a lot of money. And I'm not prepared to do that unless I'm ordered to. But the other thing, if she doesn't contact the DA's office, I'll send her a letter and advising her again to contact the DA's office.
Judge, we'll also attempt to try to reach her so that we can dispose of the cases.
Okay, so the state's gonna attempt to reach her at that number, but if you could also just write her a letter telling her that she needs to send that death certificate, just so that you cover your end as well, Mr. Garza.
I will, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just set this out to November the 16th so that I can see if everything's been taken care of by that time. If a dismissal is, if the dismissal is filed and everything's been verified by that point, well, obviously we won't have it on the docket. So that'll be November 16th at 9:30, and that's just to make sure that the death certificate has been submitted to the state. Okay.
Thank you, and may I be excused?
Okay, Mr. Osuna, I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Are we on 7 and 8 ultimately? Just so I know that if I need to be diligent in trying to acquire those documents as well.
No, Mr. Garza said that he was representing him on all three cases.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so you all may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Robert Fernandez.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 27 on the court's docket, Miguel Angel Fernandez, CR 16-065-37I. We are asking for a jury trial, Judge.
Okay. And is Mr. Fernandez Robles present?
Yes, Judge, I believe y'all. I saw him earlier on there. He's on there.
Okay, Miguel Ángel Fernandez Robles, please announce yourself. Is that him in the white shirt?
He's got a construction shirt on, I believe, in a car, it looks like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's the one that we admonished earlier for falling asleep on the camera. Okay,
Oh, okay.
yeah, all right. He's a Spanish speaker.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so Ms. Soto, are you showing that he has a device?
No, Judge, I'm not.
Okay. Since he has no device and I'm not gonna need to monitor him, Mr. Fernandez, I'll go ahead and put him out till February the 22nd.
Okay, February
And
22nd.
hopefully by then I'll be able to give you pretrial and trial dates.
Okay. Is that
Ms.
at 30?
Castaneda, please, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was at 8:30, Your Honor?
9:30, don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Robles know that he's to return on February 22nd at 9:30.
Mr. Robles, su próxima corte es el 22 de febrero a las
Ok.
9:30 de la mañana.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Fernandez?
Judge, I also have 36 on the court's docket, Jeanette Garza, CR
Okay.
19-133-86I.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, let Mr. Fernandez know that he is excused.
Mr. Robles se puede retirar.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Okay,
Gracias.
Jeanette Garza, is Ms. Garza present?
She
Yes.
should- Yes, there she is.
Okay,
Judge, in this case, we would also right now ask to be placed on the trial docket. I may end up filing a suppression. If I do, I will ask for a setting maybe early. But for now, I would just ask for it to be placed on the jury trial docket.
okay. Ms. Soto, are you showing that Ms. Garza has an alcohol monitoring device?
Judge, she has her mobile device with Intoxilog, and the report for the past month is showing that she had 8 late tests.
Okay. Ms. Garza, you cannot be having any late tests, missed tests, skip tests, or any type of violation because otherwise I can consider revoking your bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this is your first warning. So
Okay.
Mr. Fernandez, because she does have an apparatus, I'll need to see her on October the 19th at 9:30. And that'll be for monitoring of alcohol violations of of mobile device violations.
Judge, there was another issue on this case. Although there's no warrant signed, there was a NICE called at the last, or taken at the last setting. I believe there was some sort of confusion with the court date on our end. And so respectfully, we'd ask that the court recall the NICE.
Okay, are we showing that a NICE was issued on Ms. Garza?
Yes, Judge, it's on the file.
Okay, so that this time the court will take notice that the defendant is present and will recall the NICE.
Thank you, Judge. I have nothing further. May I be excused?
Ms. Garza, can I please have your phone number?
Yes, it's 956-377-9626.
Okay, at your next setting on October 19th at 9:30, I will be running a report. If you have any violations, ma'am, I will consider revoking your bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
if I may, I see that she was previously placed on AIP. Is she still on AIP? Just for the court's record. She was placed in AIP in 2020 in County Court number 8.
I don't believe so, Judge. I think she recently gave birth.
So was she removed from AIP?
I don't see that she was ever removed, Your Honor.
What does the state show?
Judge, as far as probation, I'm not showing anything on our system, Judge.
You're not showing anything that she was placed or removed?
One moment, Judge.
She was placed, the order and the order of commitment, Your Honor, was signed on May the 7th, 2020. But I don't believe, I don't see any orders removing her off of AIP, Your Honor, or any notation from County Court 8.
Ms. Garza, did you ever meet with your AIP officer?
Yes.
Okay, who was your AIP officer?
It's Miss Carmen Barrera. I went to an appointment yesterday with her.
Okay, so you're
I found
continuing
it,
with
Judge.
that.
I'm sorry?
So you've been continuing.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what were you going to say?
Sorry, Judge, she is reporting, Judge. She's reporting her drug test done yesterday was negative for our drugs, Judge.
Okay, so she has no violations?
No, Judge.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just continue to monitor her, Mr. Fernandez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll see you on October 19th at 9:30.
Sounds good, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Abiel Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor. Abiel Flores. I'm here on number 1 on the court's criminal docket.
Okay, CR 20-01318-I, State of Texas versus Jonathan Garces. Is Mr. Garces present?
I think I see him there with the blue shirt.
Okay, yes. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, in this case, he's still pending a felony. I don't know if he has been arraigned yet.
Okay, so were you going to, today he's set for an arraignment because the last time he was not here, you
That's
hadn't had contact. Do you want an opportunity for him to sign a waiver of arraignment, or do you want me to arraign him right now?
Whatever the court prefers, Judge. I don't mind doing a waiver if that's what the court prefers.
No, I can just arraign him right now. I didn't, and that's not a problem. But let me know. Well, no, that's fine. Does Mr. Garces speak English or Spanish?
English, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garces, can you unmute yourself, sir?
I am unmuted, ma'am.
Okay, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
I do, ma'am.
Okay, you can lower your hand. And cause number CR 20-01318-I, the State of Texas versus Jonathan Gerardo Garces. Is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
Okay, you're before the court charged with evading arrest, detention, a Class A misdemeanor. A Class A misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, ma'am.
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
He is competent, Your Honor.
At this time, the court will find that Mr. Garces is competent and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Okay, so on his felony, are you representing him on that felony?
I am, yes, Your Honor. I'm actually set for a staffing on the felony case on September 27th,
Okay. So you want a setting after that date?
if possible, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. October 19th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, any other case?
No, I have no further cases, Your Honor, but can I just say something? I just want to commend your staff. All of them, the bailiff, Letty, and Bianca. I think they're very professional and they're very efficient, Judge. I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you, I appreciate that, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Sergio Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez. Okay, Attorney Patrick Kennedy.
Can you hear me okay?
Now I can. How are you doing,
fantastic.
Patrick?
I'm well, Judge. How are you?
Good, good. You still feeling good?
Oh, yes, I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. How's your family then?
Everyone's doing well. We're all pretty much recovered.
That's great. That's great. Okay, what do you have today?
So I have 4 cases four defendants on today's docket. The first one I have is number 4 on your docket, Ignacio Aranda.
CR 1713275-I, and I do see Mr. Aranda present.
Judge, in this case, I have a request out for some information from the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement on the officers. I'm asking for a continuance.
Okay, how long ago has that request been made?
I made it last week, Your Honor, so maybe 2 or 3 more weeks.
Okay.
Depending on the response.
Okay, they've been taking about About 6 weeks out. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with November 16th at 9:30.
That's November 1/6?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute you, Mr. Aranda, because you have some feedback, okay? But I see you, don't worry. Okay, so that's November 16th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Aranda, we'll see you back here on November 16th at 9:30, sir. You are excused.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, okay, your next case?
It's number 16 and 17, Cristina Cantu.
Okay, CR 20-11194-I, CR 20-09364-I, State of Texas versus Cristina Cantu. Is Ms. Cantu present?
I saw her on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here.
What is your announcement, Counselor?
I'm asking for continuance on both of these cases. There are co-defendants, and I represent the co-defendant in number 16. And so I'd like some time to see what the state wants to do in both cases, Ron.
Okay, have you emailed the state for a rec yet?
Not the state on this case. I've emailed the state on the co-defendant's case, but not on this one.
Okay, if you would like a recommendation on these, just go ahead and email the state for the rec.
Okay, I will.
And how much time are you requesting to review it?
Oh, maybe first week of October would be all right.
Okay, the only setting I have for status in October is the 19th, and then it jumps to November 16th.
The 19th is okay with me.
Okay, so that'll be October 19th at 9:30, Ms. Cantu.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Garces, you are excused, sir. Your case was already taken care of for this morning, okay?
Miss,
Thank you, ma'am.
one question, please.
Yes, Ms. Cantu.
You just say October 19th, 9:30, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, your next case?
It's number 28 and 29 on the docket, Alexis Garcia.
Okay, CR 20-01755-I, CR 19-08321-I, and is Alexis Garcia present?
I don't think so, Your Honor. My office has been unable to get a hold of Mr. Garcia.
Okay, did Mr. Garcia have notice of today's hearing?
I don't think so. He has a felony pending, and so we tried to get a hold of him after he hired us, and we haven't had contact with him since that date.
Okay. So I do show that your waiver of arraignment is pending, or I need to arraign him on that DWI. I'll only accept a waiver of arraignment if he has an apparatus.
I understand. I think what happened was we were hired, and then sometime after we were hired, the numbers that we had for him weren't working anymore, and so we've been unsuccessful in reaching him to file the waiver or even determine if he has an apparatus.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you an opportunity to write him. You should have an address for him. And so that way, if it doesn't come back by the time the hearing, then I'm gonna assume he did receive notice. So,
I understand.
okay, and I'll go ahead and give you enough time. So those two will be reset to November 16th at 9:30.
Okay.
Okay,
The last case I have, Your Honor, is Paul Ramirez, is number 53 on your docket.
CR 20-05297-I, State of Texas versus Paul Ramirez. Is Mr. Ramirez present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I'm asking for continuance. His application for PTD was denied, so I'm putting together some motions and we're conducting some discovery of our own.
Okay, Ms. Wadenia, are you all showing why it was denied?
Yes, one moment, Judge. It says it's due to a motorcycle accident with a high BAC level.
Okay, is that with this case?
Yes, correct, Judge.
Okay. Okay, so what did you want to do, Mr. Kennedy?
We'll be conducting some discovery of our own, Your Honor, probably issuing a few subpoenas and conduct some discovery. So,
Okay, so have you received any discovery from the state yet, or you haven't yet?
we have all discovery that was tendered to the state, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there digital evidence?
Yes, there's a body cam video.
Okay, and did you receive that already?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so how much time are you requesting?
I think the first step would probably be at least 30 days. Issue a subpoena this week to give the targets the subpoena enough time to comply.
Okay, so then, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Ramirez?
Judge, he has his interlock device with lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay.
I do
Okay,
have a question for some guidance from the court regarding
Okay.
subpoenas. So normally, when you issue a subpoena duces tecum, you would have it subpoenaed to the courtroom at the day of trial. And a lot of civil lawyers defending institutions, they object to criminal subpoenas because they say, well, you want it, you have to subpoena it to the pretrial date. And in this particular case, it's kind of interesting because there is no courtroom to actually subpoena them to on a court date. So if a lawyer was to issue a motion to quash based on that defect, has your court handled that already? Have you seen
no,
that?
we haven't handled that, but you're issuing subpoenas for what? A suppression hearing?
Well, no, subpoena duces taken for documents, John. as
I
we
know,
prepare-
but what do you to do what? Your own discovery? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay,
So
we
I
haven't
had
dealt
this-
with that yet.
I had this issue pop up once in the 206 where the city of McAllen, they filed a motion to quash because they said, well, you're not actually subpoenaing, we can't actually deliver the documents to a courtroom for inspection. In our subpoena, we asked them to bring the documents to our office. And what ended up happening was basically Judge Rosarena said, just give the documents over if it's not going to be a problem. And the city eventually did that. But that is a possibility for, to follow
Well,
the strict rules of the statute.
Yeah, well, that's what I would have said too. It's like, what's, you have it, give it, but what the subpoenas that you'll be issuing are so that you can get additional documents other than those that were tendered to the state?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Well, just go do what you need to do. And then if the issue comes up, I'll take it up at the time.
Okay, I didn't know if you've encountered that yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, and I haven't had a courtroom for quite some time. Okay.
All right. And Judge, what was the reset date on this case, Judge?
October 19th. I'm sorry. Yeah, October 19th at 9:30.
Yes, Judge. That's all I have today. My big excuse.
Yes, you may.
Thanks, Judge. You yourself have a good day.
Thank you. We're going to take a 5-minute break very quickly. Okay. Ms. Flores, let me know when you're ready.
Ready, Judge.
Okay. We are back on the record. Attorney Dennis Ramirez.
Good morning, Judge. Number 22.
Okay. CR 19-15038-I and CR 19-15037-I, State of Texas versus Francisco Cerda Jr. And is Mr. Cerda present?
He is, Your Honor. He's logged in.
Okay, Mr. Cerda, please turn on your camera. Mr. Cerda Bautista, please turn on your camera. Maybe he fell asleep.
I was just communicating with him, Judge, because we were finalizing or trying to finalize a plea or decided we're going to announce a suppression, and the state and I were communicating. I communicated with him, and not 2 minutes ago he told me he was on.
He's on. I see it, but I need to see him.
Let me.
Do you want to?
Yes, Judge. And while we're waiting, Judge, I will announce to the court that unfortunately we aren't able to reach a plea deal.
Okay.
And I am going to, I had not filed because I didn't want to waive anything or upset the state, if you will, but I will be filing the motion to suppress on this case.
Okay, and how much time do you need to file that motion?
Please get on court right now. We're calling you. Your Honor, I can get it on file this afternoon. I already have it prepared. I had held back to see if we can get it done.
Okay, and will this suppression be in person or virtual?
In person, Your Honor.
Okay, make sure that you state that on your order setting hearing. In person, we're trying to make arrangements for a courtroom, and I'll tell you more or less the time frame we're looking at is December.
Okay.
Okay, for those. So we should be getting some dates pretty soon on that.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm just gonna set then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you for a status on those cases for October 19th, but that status will not occur if your suppression motion is filed by that point.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay, now let me see how he's been doing on his device. Ms. Soto, do you have a report for me?
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check, and I'm showing that he had 2 missed tests, 1 late test, and he did have an alcohol reading on August the 19th at 10:29 p.m. It was a 0.03, and there was no retest done after that.
Okay. Mr. Bautista, I need for you to, can you hear me now? Okay. You need to either raise the volume or, because I can't hear you. You're connected to audio, but I'm not hearing your. Okay, but can you hear me? All right, as long as you can hear me, the defendant has indicated that he can hear me. Okay, so the last time that you were here, sir, you also had a blood alcohol violation. And I told you at that time that I was going to consider whether or not to revoke your bond. Now you've missed 2 tests, you have 1 late test, and you have an alcohol reading, and you failed to follow protocol and didn't retest again until you would have a 0 alcohol reading. Now, what I'm gonna order you to do is I'm gonna order you to do a $200 donation to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. And the 3rd time, if you come forward with any violation, sir, I will consider revoking your bond. Do you understand that? You have 1 week to pay that.
And Judge, for the record, the state would be requesting a bond revocation in this case due to not complying with the court orders.
I'm gonna hold that over until the next hearing. Mr. Ramirez, this is the 2nd time he comes before me with violations. If you can please have a talk with him. And also because the state is asking me to consider revoking his bond, and I'm going to hold that over to the next hearing. I'm gonna have him come back. I'm gonna have that setting stay then on October 19th at 9:30, whether or not the motion to suppress is filed. because apparently I have to continue to keep tabs on his alcohol monitoring device.
Yes, Judge, my apologies, as an officer of the court and as his counsel, and I will certainly discuss these issues with him again.
Well, his actions are not on your shoulders, sir. This is his responsibility, and he's chosen to act in this way, so there'll be consequences for him to pay. So on $200 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers to be paid within 7 days from today's date. And if you need to find out how to make that payment, he can contact Ms. Soto. Mr. Ramirez, since I cannot hear him, do you have a phone number in your file for him?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Okay, what is that number, sir?
Your number for Mr. Bautista is 956-563-1189.
Okay. So we'll also, he should have a way of contacting Ms. Soto so that he can find out the instructions on how to pay that fine. Okay, do you have any other case?
That's it, Your Honor. Nothing further may be excused.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Stay safe.
Likewise, Attorney Ted Lopez.
Good morning. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I'm here on Edson Gonzalez, Judge.
Okay, what number is that on the court's docket?
I did have that written down right now.
Number 40, Your Honor.
Sorry about that.
Okay, CR 18-03732-I, State of Texas versus Edson Gonzalez. And I do see that Mr. Gonzalez is on. I don't think he's connected to audio. So he will
Judge,
not.
he's been calling me saying he's having issues. He's at work,
Okay.
at a construction site, Judge. So I don't know. He's been calling me, letting me know about the issues with the volume.
Okay, so Ms. Guarenia, do we show that he's already made his payment to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers?
I'm not seeing that, Judge. If Ms. Soto could verify that.
Judge, he advised me that he provided proof to his attorney.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, do you have the proof as to when he paid Matt?
Yes, I do, Judge. Yes, Judge. He sent it to me. He's August 18th, Judge. He was a little late on the timetable, but he had some hard time in coming up with the money. He did make that payment as soon as he could.
And what was the amount?
It was $200, Judge.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, what's his report on his apparatus?
Judge, I ran the report from the last court date until today, Judge. I'm sorry, until September the 4th, and he has 15 skip tests, Judge, and 4 late tests. I did speak to him at the end of August, and he's telling me that he's testing. Report indicates otherwise. Since September the 4th until now, I'm not showing any late tests, so I'm not sure if he's not testing within his windows or what he's doing.
Okay. I need for him to contact before, he can't even hear me, so I don't even know how, I can't admonish him. And right now he's frozen. So I need for him, if you can contact him, Mr. Lopez, I need for him to get with Ms. Soto by the end of today. She does
Yes,
we do have a docket in the afternoon, so it'd probably be best for him to try to contact her like at maybe 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And he needs to contact her so that she can talk to him about the testing window, because it's just not making sense. He's, right now it's not showing within the last few weeks that he had any late tests, and then it was showing that he had skipped and late tests. And I would think that after I find him the last time that he would know not to do this again. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt and give him an opportunity to talk to Ms. Soto about that. Okay.
Yes, Judge, and he did discuss that with me. He was very concerned. He was very afraid, for lack of a better term, and especially with the fining. He said, I'm behaving. I don't want to get fined again. And so I don't know. I think I had missed one, but it shows 15. But I've been communicating with the probation officer, trying to make sure that everything's correct. So, and I think he's been genuine about that, Your Honor.
Okay, so just have him contact Ms. Soto around that time today, please. I do see that I lost him, but He's on the work site, so I do understand
Judge.
that as well. Okay, so if you can contact him and let him know. So I'm
I
gonna
will,
set it
Judge.
for October 19th at 9:30. And that way I can run another 30-day report. And what are you going to be playing this out, or do you know what you're gonna do yet?
No, Judge, I believe we had attempted DWI court. He wasn't gonna be accepted. So I think I'll be filing a motion to suppress, Judge. I think that's the last option we may have in this case.
Okay. So when you do file your motion to suppress, make sure that you indicate on your order setting hearing whether you're waiving the confrontation of the parties, and or if you're wanting it in person.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you on October 19th at 9:30. Any other case?
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
You may be excused.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Fela Olivares.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Fela.
We are awaiting, did you already call the case, Your Honor?
No, I'm calling you just right now. I know that
Okay.
you were in another court.
We're done, Judge. We're here.
Okay, so do you know what number you are on the court's docket?
I unfortunately no, Judge, but it's Maria Cristina Reyes. It starts with a CR 17,
57, Your
11/7/49.
Honor.
I'm sorry, what?
57.
Thank you.
Okay.
57.
CR 1711749-I. Okay, and I do see that Ms. Reyes is present.
Yes, she's here with me, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement?
Judge, we're still waiting on the state. I don't know who's there for the state, but this was going to be hopefully our final setting. They had already announced a dismissal, but they were waiting for, I think that the victim had not shown up for 3 times already. This is the 3rd time. So the court was going to take it under advisement and grant the dismissal if he didn't show up. And correct me, the state, I don't know who's here for the state.
Yes, Judge, if I may.
Okay.
This was the case where he originally was not sure how he wanted to proceed with the case, and then he let us know that he was wishing to drop charges. We waived the AMP due to him not being in the county anymore, and we wanted to set him up for victim testimony. Since the last setting, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, we have not been able to reach him at all in order to set that up with him. At this time, the state's offering to set this up for a bench trial for this to be a victim no-show.
Okay, and we can do that very quickly, Ms. Olivares, so that since he's no longer cooperating with the state, we can set you for a bench trial on September 30th at 9:30, and then and it'll be for a victim no-show so that we can go forward with the dismissal.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think that's fair enough.
Okay, anything else?
Yes. No, that's all I have with you this morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Likewise, Attorney Sergio Sanchez.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is a pretrial diversion that's been.
Good, Judge, pardon for the background noise, Your Honor. I'm on a couple hearings.
Okay, so you're here on CR 20-06690-I, CR 20-00033-I, State of Texas versus Sarah Ramos, and I do see that Ms. Ramos is present. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I'm asking for another pretrial setting. Ms. Ramos has, well, multiple cases on your docket. I believe it's a total of 3, Judge. I don't know if you're aware of. She's got 3 cases.
Yes.
I'm asking.
She also has CR 20-06689-I. Okay.
Your Honor, she's on bond. I expect it to be a positive for her. Update on her bond conditions. I know she's done well. She's working. We're asking for time to work out a package deal. I had been speaking with Mr. Viescas for some time on this. He's obviously gone now. I believe it's Mr. Garza that I need to ask. It says 2 arrest dates, Your Honor. So it might be a plea to one of these 3, something along those lines, subject to your approval and consideration on the other 2. I'm just asking for time to get a concrete recommendation of the state.
Okay, so in order to get the recommendation from the state, you'll need to email the state so that they can give you a rec on all those 3 cases.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Soto, what are we showing on Ms. Ramos's alcohol monitoring device?
Judge, the last time she was here, she advised the court that she had an interlock with lifesaver. So I requested the report, Judge. She does have 3 high alcohol readings and 3 warnings, Judge. She does have a high reading on July the 29th at 6:08 p.m. She had a 0.08. There's also warnings in August, Judge, and there's a male blowing into the device at that time. And then I show her again on August the 9th, also having warnings. And then on August the 11th, I'm not sure who's the one testing, Judge, but there's a 0.062. And then on August the 12th, there's another one, Judge, which is I believe it's her, it's a 0.03.
Okay, so Ms. Ramos, the last time that you were here, you did tell me that you were, or one of the times that you were here, you said that you acknowledged that you had an issue.
Yes, I
with
did.
alcohol.
There's 5 other people that use my car. It's my husband's car. If I need to get a mobile device, I would prefer that because the car is my husband's car and my daughter, there's several other people that use the car and I know they don't acknowledge it when it beeps because we're building our house right now and they tow stuff with my car and sometimes they don't answer it when it beeps. But if you want to put a mobile device on me, I would not have a problem doing that. Just
Well,
because there's so many people that are using the car.
The problem I have is the one that you took. You had an alcohol reading that was at the legal limit.
I don't recall that.
And that was back in July. So that's the problem I have. And that is a violation of your bond condition.
Okay.
So, this is going to be the first time I'm going to warn you on that. And it'll be the last time. So I'm going to order you to pay $200 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers.
Okay.
And also, are you current on your payments for the interlock device?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I just went yesterday. Yes.
Then I'm going to order for the removal of the interlock device and you will be moved to a mobile alcohol monitoring device.
Okay.
And there'll be no excuses. That video is only to have your face.
Yes, ma'am.
And like I told you the last time, Ms. Ramos, if you feel like you're struggling with this, then you do need to consider going to Alcoholics Anonymous.
I'm still under psychiatric care. Like I said, I checked myself into a hospital. I had a nervous breakdown and I fell and had a brain injury and it's been real hard for me. I know I shouldn't expand on it, but I'm trying my best and I'm a mother. And if anything, if I had hurt somebody driving or somebody hurt me or somebody hurt my kid, like I understand what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying that, it takes a strong person to admit that they have an issue. So that strength is within you.
No, I understand.
So, we're going to do this for right now. I'm going to switch you out to an alcohol, to the mobile device.
Yes, ma'am.
And then let's see how you do. So that switch has to be done within 48 hours. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'll look for that order in my queue today. And then actually, you know what? Realistically, I'll have you do that by Friday. That has to be done by Friday because they won't do it without the order. So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
gives my staff time to prepare it and for me to sign off on it so that you can switch out from that device to the monitoring device.
Okay, that's not a problem.
I'm going to have her come back on October the 19th at 9:30, Mr. Sanchez.
Your Honor, thank you for that, Judge. And I would ask Ms. Ramos to call here to the office as soon as we get online, Judge. There's a couple of things I need to talk to her about.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any other case?
No, Your Honor, that's all I had with you. And I know your staff called. Judge, I had 8 hearings going on from Cameron and Hidalgo counties. Thank you for recalling.
Okay. Then we will see you back here on October 19th.
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Confirm the interlock device was with SoberSense.
It's
With
with
Lifesaver.
Lifesaver. Okay. Now we're going to go through the docket to see. Okay, number 39 on the court's docket. Has anybody called in for that, or was that reset administratively?
39, Judge. No, Judge, I don't believe that it's been reset.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, so far I have number 38 and 39 for nice size, Mr. Damian.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about number 41?
Number 41, Judge, I don't see anything either.
Do they have an attorney appointed to them?
No, Judge, and I was gonna say, when I was sending out the link, I didn't have anywhere to send it to because there was no attorney.
Judge, on this case, I'm sorry, my voice cracked. Judge, on this case, it was a transfer from a previous court. For whatever reason, they transferred us a case that was a bond forfeiture case. The state did just remove the NISI last month. I'm sorry, in July. If you'd like, Judge, we can appoint somebody and send them the arraignment notice. I don't see that this defendant ever was arraigned.
Okay, go ahead and appoint the next person on the wheel and then send out the arraignment notice and just put the next date that we have for arraignments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have number 42 as a nice sign. And what about number 44?
Judge, on number 44, we had originally set her to follow the felony. However, in discussing the case this morning with Ms. Soto, we have reset her to this Thursday. She does have violations.
Okay, so she'll be reset to Thursday at 9:30?
Yes, and I've advised Mr. Tijerina as well.
Okay. Number 46?
Number 46.
Mr. Jackson's office did call this morning. I believe I spoke with Mike. He advised the defendant was in Mexico taking care of a family member that was sick with COVID. I did advise him an announcement would need to be made though.
Okay, take a nice sign. Okay, 63.
This was the same issue as the other one, Judge. There was no attorney for me to send the link to.
Do you show that this person has been arraigned or not? On number 63.
The case is loading, Your Honor. I don't see a judge, and this sent out of the same court that transferred the previous setting.
Okay, then just appoint an attorney that follows on the wheel and go ahead and send an arraignment notice for the next arraignment date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and number 64 and 65 were reset with the other one to November 4th at 9:30, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Damian, you can call out the name 3 times of those no-show defendants.
Yes, ma'am. Arturo Gómez, Arturo Gómez, Arturo Gómez. Alejandro Lázaro González, Alejandro González, Alejandro González. Diego Iván Gutierrez, Diego Gutierrez, Diego Gutierrez. Alejandra López, Alejandra López, Alejandra López.
Okay, the name being called out 3 times of each of those no-show defendants. What says the state?
State requests that a judgment NISI be granted, a capias issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Okay, that concludes